Hi everyone. So today we're going to solve Leetcode daily challenge, problem number 131, Palindrome Partitioning. So in this problem, the problem statement is given a string S, partition S such that every substring of the partition is a palindrome. Return all possible palindrome partitioning of S. And they have given this example in which the given string is AAB and they have listed down all the uh, substrings which can be a palindrome. So it's a really simple implementation of backtracking and sort of dynamic programming in which you will be storing down data for all your previous records which you have seen as of now. So what we are going to do is we are going to just iterate through the array which we will get for each. Let's say if we start from A, I'll iterate the array like the complete array for with a starting index with A, and I'll iterate the complete string, and we will just keep on updating our hash map or dynamic programming array, DB array, with the results. So what we're going to do is if let's say this is a this is the part which we are checking right now. If we see that, okay, this is a palindrome, then we're gonna update the index of both these elements into our DB array, saying, okay, we found a palindrome with this indices. And in the result set, we are gonna add all the palindromes which we will get. So let's move to the solution, and I'll better explain that with you. Okay, so yeah. So what we're gonna do over here is we're gonna first just get the length of string so that I don't have to query on that again and again. So length of string is length of sorry s. Yeah. Next thing which I want to do is I want to define my dynamic programming array, DB array, and I want to initialize all the values with false. And what we're gonna do is we are gonna we will have exactly the number of elements we have in S, length of S, and I wanted this false to be multiplied with, like for each, what do you say, uh, for each character you are doing this. Okay, done. Next is I want to define my resultant array, which I'll be returning, and at the end, I will return this. Okay, so we have done most of the initialization part. Next comes the main function, which will do all the processing. So I'm going to define that as a intended function. So we will not have to pass all these values again and again to the DFS function which we are defining over here. And with this function, we just want two things: the start index and the current list of the palindromes. Okay. Once we have this, first thing I want to check is if my current or the starting index uh, is greater than or equal to length of strings. If start is sorry is greater than or equal to length of string, which basically means that we have traversed uh, all the individual alphabets or all the individual characters into the given string, and I want to append my result in the resultant, right? So list of list, yeah, done. Okay, next, this will be the main loop of our program. So we already have our starting index. I want to have my end index defined. And I want to define this in the range of start. So basically, I'm considering the element itself and length of s. Okay, this is done. And what exactly we are doing? Like we want to check if my like the element which we are adding in front and in end is same or not. Okay, and another condition is like it is possible that like start and end could be same, right? In that case, we will satisfy this condition. But for example, if we get, let's say, AA, right? This is also a valid palindrome. So to check that, what I'll be doing is n minus start is less than or equal to 2. Basically, if we have less than or equal to two elements in into the concentration, okay? Or I want to add one more condition over here. If my start plus one, basically, for example, if we had AA, say ABBA, this is the example. In this, we were at start was at the first index and end was also, let's say, we are with the last element. So I want to check if my start plus one and end minus one is true or not. End minus one is true or not. Okay. If yes, like if this complete condition gets satisfies, then I want to set the current like the current position into my DP array as true. Basically, okay, like this a substring starting with this index and ending with this index is a palindrome. Next, I want to simply just append the current element which starts from start and will go till end plus one as we don't include the second basic second index we pass it this syntax. So this is it, and I'm gonna recursively call my DFS function with start as my end plus one and current list as parameter, and I'm gonna just pop out the last element which I have added once the processing is done. So this was a complete function which we have wrote, and we just have to initialize it with DFS. For starting, I'm gonna give it a 0 and an empty array. So let's check out the test cases now. Yeah, so the test cases were clear. Let's submit for further evaluation. And yeah, the submission got accepted, like, but we didn't perform that well. But yeah, like the solution got accepted, and that's it. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching out the video and stay tuned for the upcoming one. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you.